Most of us worry about eating too much. But for some folks, the problem can be not eating enough. Sometimes the reason for the not eating enough is pathological, but a lot of the time it's a social issue. There's no one to eat with, and eating alone is not so enjoyable. When people eat together, they always eat more than when they eat alone. Psychologists have a word to describe this observation. It's known as the social facilitation of eating. Why the social facilitation of eating happens is still a matter of debate, but it does happen. Food tastes better when you share the meal with friends or family, and you tend to eat more when you've got company. It kind of makes sense. Eating alone, well, it's functional. You eat to get the energy and nutrients you need to function. Hopefully, what you're eating tastes good, but there is little to no entertainment value in the eating process. There's no one to make small talk with. There's no opportunity to catch up on the news of the day or have someone empathize with your current emotional state. Plus, the view while eating alone is rather static. Yes, the amount of food on the plate slowly shrinks as you transfer fork loads from the plate to your mouth. But this is not particularly interesting. In short, eating alone is boring. Now, this is usually not a problem when you've got a healthy appetite. The fact that it's a little boring is irrelevant. Everyone in the body encourages you to feed them, and the positive feedback keeps you going. But when growing big and strong is no longer the priority, and appetite begins to wane, the lack of any entertainment value in the eating process makes eating a chore, not a pleasure. For older folks living alone, it can become an issue, and failing to get the energy and nutrients needed to function has long-term health consequences. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we discover a simple fix for this common problem of the elderly. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. A team of Japanese researchers from Nagoya University set out to find a solution. Thinking that one of the main problems with eating alone is the view, they decided to spice up the view by adding a mirror. To test out their ideas, they needed a cover story. 16 elderly adults, 5 ladies, and 11 gents were recruited from a job placement agency to provide feedback on 2 types of popcorn, one salty variety and one a caramel version. This was a ruse. The team really didn't care what they thought about the popcorn per se. They wanted to know what happened when they tasted the popcorn in their specially constructed booths. There were 2 variations of the test booth. One had a mirror and the other didn't. The taste test was an individual affair. Each participant sat alone at the booth in front of them with a bowl of freshly prepared popcorn. They completed a pre-taste survey designed to assess their current mood, and then, when a buzzer sounded, they began tasting the popcorn. They were free to eat as much as they wanted. 90 seconds later, the buzzer signaled tasting was over. They then completed a post-taste survey designed to gauge their impressions of the popcorn, as well as their current mood. Behind the scenes, the researchers scrambled to quantify just how much of the popcorn had been consumed. So, what happened? Eating popcorn made absolutely no difference to people's mood. That said, the participants reported that the same popcorn was better in terms of goodness, quality, and liking when it was eaten in front of the mirror. And when sampling happened in front of the mirror, more popcorn was consumed. The mirror's impact on appetite was not something only seen in older folks. The team repeated the experiment with 16 young adults between the ages of 20 and 23 years and saw exactly the same thing. The popcorn was perceived as being tastier and more was eaten. Social facilitation of eating happens in front of a mirror. Use this to your advantage. If you're worried about the eating habits of someone living alone, spice up their dining experience by mounting a mirror in their dining area. The mirror is enough to evoke the phenomenon of social facilitation of eating, encouraging them to meet their nutritional needs and helping them to create better body chemistry and better health. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who is looking in on an elderly relative living alone? Share this video with them so they know how to encourage good nutrition without nagging. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel to catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.